So a little over 100 years ago, a Shakespeare enthusiast named Leo Weidenthal created a garden here in some land donated by John D. Rockefeller. Yes, that John D. Rockefeller. And he called it the Shakespeare Garden. And it evolved into the British Garden. And they later used some of the land for a Hebrew garden. And then they started making other cultural, ethnic heritage gardens for Italian, German, Irish, Polish, Slovenian, Slovak, right down the line. They started with many of the Eastern European gardens because that's the people who had come to Cleveland at that time. As time went by over these 100+ years, we've seen the communities change. So we have gardens for India and Syria and the works Pakistan and Russia, and there's over 30 countries' heritage is represented with another 10 or so in the works. So Cleveland Cultural Gardens are run by the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation. It's a nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit, run by a volunteer board of directors. So to celebrate this 100 years, I have to say, my sister Debbie and I are members of the board of directors of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation. So to commemorate this 100-year anniversary a couple years ago, the board decided to do something monumental. And the idea was to use some of the land here on MLK Boulevard and turn it into what we call the Centennial Peace Plaza. Now the motto of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation is peace through mutual understanding. So it made sense to have the Centennial Peace Plaza here in the gardens. And it was just some land, you know, the German garden, Hungarian garden had some land here that they graciously gave up for it. And the plaza turned into something, it's going to be something where community can gather, they can have music and dance and performances and cultural and educational programs, and they can come and sit and enjoy the various cultures that Cleveland has to offer. And as we take a walk over, not too long ago this was just a grassy hill. Let's see what we can see now. So you can see here we are standing at MLK Boulevard, and you can see this is the signpost for the Centennial Peace Plaza. Lakeland Construction, main architect, construction groups for it. Burr Shakarian was the lead architect. And as we come through, again, this isn't ready yet. It's almost there. It's come a long way. But the first thing you'll notice, people driving by MLK every day, the first thing you'll notice, you see here there's going to be some lights, 4 lights there to illuminate things. First thing you'll notice is this medallion, Cultural Garden Centennial Peace Plaza. Peace through mutual understanding, Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation, 1916 to 2016. It's an impressive medallion. It's going to be noticed by everyone. It'll be there forever to show what the cultural gardens are all about. Then you can see they're working on this. They're seating here for performances. They haven't completed the walls and some of the coloring and painting and all that. And of course these lights up front, as I mentioned. Right now they're etching the map of the world stage. And we'll take a look at that map. There'll be a map on the stage, different colors, and people will be able to go find the country of their heritage or another country, and the performers will be up there to enjoy it. So, Cleveland Cultural Gardens Centennial Peace Plaza, almost completed. This is late April 2020, and we expect, within a month or so, it's going to be completed. There'll be a grand celebration once it's done. And stay tuned, we'll have more coverage of this monumental new addition to the garden.